Shweta, cancer takes a toll not only physically but mentally also. And having been in the space of a patient, I'm sure you have had your journey. And with caregivers around you as a family, the family also goes through a lot. So, can you explain a little bit of the toll that it takes both on the patient and the caregivers?
Yeah, so first of all, is the as a patient, the difficult part is acceptance. How do you accept the fact that you were healthy a few months ago and now you're a cancer patient who's totally dependent on everybody and anybody? And the why me, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? What I could have done else way or any other way, and how could I have prevented this? These are the thoughts that come to your mind foremost. And even though I'm a doctor, it took me a lot of time to accept the fact that it's okay, it happened. It didn't happen because I did something wrong, or uh, maybe I could have changed, but the fact is that I have to accept it now and move on. Going forward is the key. Looking back will not help me in any way. So yeah, that takes a lot of it's a challenge to accept that. And I would not say it was easy for me. And plus, as soon as the surgery you're through, so obviously you are in pain, then comes the chemotherapy, and it comes with its loads of side effects. And for females, you can understand, we have vanity in our hair. We are so much in love with our hair. So the moment you lose your hair, and then you realize that, okay, why was I so attached to my hair in the first place? So, when I lost my hair and I felt bad, and then when I went bald, I was like, okay, this is cool. I can carry this look also. There's no point in getting so much attached to my hair. So it's a simple thing like that, but it bothers you. It mentally bothers you. And then obviously, going back to Bhagavad Gita, or, family and the pep talks that they give you, it helped. It helped a lot. But yeah, it was a stressful event for my family as well. I have elderly parents, and they have their own health challenges. And then they see me on a bed with all sorts of tubes running in and out of me was something which actually killed them in a way. They were like broken like never before. Obviously, none of the parents want their children to fall ill. And, elderly parents who are like thinking that, okay, we are going to go soon, see that their kid is there. For me, I'm still a kid to them. So seeing me and having the probability that I may die earlier is a big shock. So yeah, it took a toll of then. It's also a big toll on them. And the other part was my son. He was 9 years old, and how do I explain to him that I may no longer be there? So my doctor said prepare him. I said, how do I prepare a kid to imagine a life without his mother? I'm sorry. So yeah, it was tough, but I think family and friends and everybody just rallied through, and they were like, okay, whatever happens, we'll pull it on. And my husband, though we lost our father-in-law also to cancer a few years back, took it in his stride. He said, okay, no matter what happens, we'll uh, take care of each other. So that helped. But even then, some people, some of my acquaintances who have gone through a similar journey, they have taken help from psychiatrists and psychologists. I had a few conversations from with psychologists, and it helped. So I would suggest that to all cancer patients and their family members, it's not easy, and it's not a shame to accept that you're having a tough time. Just like I'm crying in front of you, it's okay to cry. It's okay to show your emotions. And if you need help, take it from psychiatrists, take it from psychologists, take it from anywhere you want. Asking for help is the biggest thing that you can do to actually help yourself.
That's very, very powerful. We don't ask. And I think somewhere as women, we think we have to be super strong all the time.
Yeah.
And being vulnerable sometimes is our biggest strength, and we don't even realize that. Another thing that has helped me tide over a lot of challenges has been that phrase, one of my favorite phrases from Bhagavad Gita, which is Nimitta Matram Bhava Savya Sachin, just be my instrument. And for me, that has helped me a lot to tide over difficult situations. So I can see how powerfully you shared this, and thank you so much for being so vulnerable, Shweta. I think this is so important, that ability to ask and to be vulnerable, I think is a lot of strength. So when you are seeing yourself so vulnerable, what would you want to tell women who need help but don't ask because we are supposed to be Miss Super Powers? What would you want to tell women who can just put their burden and the earths that they're carrying on their back down once in a while and sit down to say, okay, I need to take a break?
Being a woman myself like that, I always felt that, what is it that I can't do
Yeah.
to actually putting in, speaking, asking for help for every single thing that I had to do. I had to ask for help for even carrying my bags because at one point of time, I even didn't have that much strength to hold my bags. Yeah, I would say it takes a lot of courage, but have that courage in you. Believe that you have that courage in you. Believe that you are powerful enough and yet you can ask for help. It's not shameful, it's not a crime, and you are going to be no less stronger or no less great in anyone else's eye if you just ask for help. But believe me, it will help you in the long run. It will make you more powerful just by saying, please help me.
I'm sure it really helps even with the mental health and the well-being
Definitely.
that we are talking about. Yeah, yeah.
And one thing I would like to add is I totally concur with your favorite shlok, though I can't say it in Sanskrit. My Sanskrit is not that great. Yeah, surrender to God. I mean, I have surrendered post my illness. I have completely surrendered to Bhagwan, as I call him. And I believe that I have been more blessed than ever before.
True.
So even today, I would say, and I say to everybody, my cancer has been one of the greatest blessings of God to me. It changed me, changed my perspective, made me a better person, and made me more closer to God.
Yes, yes. And I think that's a very magical journey then on when you start seeing things just falling into place and the bigger picture, which we never realize when we are in that entire situation, the bigger picture emerges as you zoom out. And I think that is the best part of living life every moment of the day. Thank you. Thank you for being so vulnerable and courageous at the same time, Shweta.